Good morning, everyone. Come on. Good morning, everyone. Come on, this is the Minecraft session. This is the fun one. They told me that there were going to be 10 people in this session, you know? So I was supposed to be running 3 of these. And I said, do you know what? Can't have 3 people in each session, maybe 3 and 4. So thought we're going to run 1, but obviously we're going to have to run a few more. Okay, so who has ever created a Minecraft server before? Does someone else want to give this talk? Okay, so what we've got today is a bit of fun. It's a bit of learning about how to do these really, really easily in the cloud. So what I've got for you guys is I've got a lab that we've created where you can just click a button and the Minecraft server appears. Does anybody think that's amazing? Yeah. Okay. Because if you didn't do this, right, this is what you'd have to do. And first of all, it's worth explaining, right, why I was really interested in the idea of building Minecraft server in the cloud. How many of you connect to Minecraft servers?
What's Minecraft server?
Okay, a Minecraft server is a way for everybody to share the Minecraft world. Okay, if you run Minecraft, and I'm not gonna try this on my brand new expensive Surface Book, which keeps crashing it every single time because I've got the wrong version of Java on it. Okay, I'm going to borrow somebody else's laptop to use the client bit. So first of all, I'll tell you a little bit of a story because my son's sitting over there. Aaron, stand up. Take a bow. Yeah, Aaron plays a lot of Minecraft. He's got a Creeper t-shirt. Come and show everybody the Creeper t-shirt. It's a jacket, sorry. But it's very, very cool. You put the hood over your head, right, and it makes you look like a real creeper. Do you want to do that or not? No? Okay. All right, I'll carry on talking. You can show everybody how you can look like a creeper. One of the things that Aaron used to do is he used to connect to a lot of servers, Minecraft servers on the internet, and we really didn't like him connecting to these servers because people used to say bad words. And what happens when you say bad words, Aaron?
You get sued.
All right, you get sued as an adult, but you get your mouth washed out when you're a child. Okay? So when I saw what these servers were like that Aaron was playing on, I thought, I don't want him playing on those anymore. So what we did was we decided that we were going to create our own servers. And it turns out that it's actually really simple. So a lot of people want to charge you money for these things. But today is all about learning how to do this for yourself in the Microsoft Cloud. So the first thing that I want everybody to do is to take some of these things which I've got, which are $100 passes. So what that means is, with $100, you can probably, and I don't think there's a time limit on this, you can probably run a Minecraft server for around about an A1, maybe. No, maybe around about 9 months. Yeah, maybe around about 9 months if you choose a small instance, and you can have 20 of your friends in your class connecting to this. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand these around. So we're in this conundrum today because what happens is when we get a room full of people together and we say, why don't you take one of these and enter the number into the Microsoft Cloud? What do you think the Microsoft Cloud thinks? Yeah, it thinks that it's under attack, and so it stops everybody from having fun. Okay? So that's the bad part of the machine learning that you're hearing today. It's not quite right all the time. So I think they've made an exception for us today, so it should all work and go smoothly. I'm not sure there's enough for everybody because there was hot competition for these. So anybody without a laptop might need to go without.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is the first thing that we have to do. We have to set this up in the Microsoft Cloud. So if I didn't push this button, this is what I would have. So Microsoft make an operating system called Windows. But before Windows, there was an operating system called Unix. And this operating system, which you can have in the Microsoft Cloud, is a version of that. So it's very old, but this is the really cool new form. So you can see here I've got a lot of directories, right? And Aaron plays a lot of maps on his Minecraft server, so we're not going to go as far as to do this, but there's loads of fantastic resources that we can give you on the internet which will teach you how to put these maps on, these textures on, to make what we're doing today much better. So you can see there, we've got the Hunger Games. That's one of the things that we were running. We ran a Star Wars world, didn't we? We ran Assassin's Creep as well. Has anybody ever used these maps? Yeah, have any parents managed to last more than 5 minutes against their kids in survival mode? No? Alan's got some stories to tell, haven't you? So, yeah, so Alan learnt from Ewan that you tame wolves with bones. Is that right? So you've been killed by a pack of wolves in 2 minutes. He's been killed by spiders. What else has he been killed by, Ewan?
Me blowing him up with TNT.
Okay, so this is another innovative use of TNT, not just blowing up Google. Okay, so all these fun things that we can do. But you can see here that this is quite complicated. There's a lot of things in there. There's a lot of files and directories and things like that. So if we don't have to do any of this, then we don't need to. Now, there's some important files here, and I'm going to show you some. This is really for some of the parents more than anything, right? This file you'll find out, which we're not going to be looking at today, which is called whitelist, will block everybody that you don't want to have on this server. So you can take a bunch of Minecraft usernames and from your kid's class, and you can put them into that, so that only certain people can use this server and not everybody. And Aaron's got that on his server, and it feels really, really godlike. You feel really powerful, don't you? Because he only lets his friends on. Then there's another very, very important file here. This is the most important file in Minecraft. It's called server.properties. I'm just going to show you what that is. So there's lots of different settings here to make Minecraft work. Does anybody recognize any of this stuff? Oh, we've got some people that do. That's fantastic. So we can customize things like the message of the day, so that when people connect to our server, what it's actually going to do is it's going to display that as the first thing that they see. So that's Aaron's Minecraft server. We can work out whether or not we want our characters to fly or not. To spawn animals. We can give things like level seeds. We can work out whether we want landscapes flat, and it all happens in this file. We can also do things, some techie things, right? Ports. Configure your routers to accept these ports if you're going to be running this at home. So some things that we need to be able to do. What I'm going to show you today is that you don't need to do any of this to get started. So all of those with laptops that have got that piece of paper, what I want you to do now is to head over to www.microsoftazurepass.com. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to sign in with a Microsoft account. So if any of you have a Hotmail or an Outlook.com address or anything like that, then you should use that to sign in. And then each one of these pieces of paper have got a special code on them, and you've got to enter that code, and that will give you access to the cloud. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put a slide up of a lab that I created. And it's a really simple, I'll walk you through this lab just to show you how simple this is. So you probably want to copy this. And you want to put this into your web browser, and you want to download the document that I wrote. So Bitly is absolutely fantastic, right? Bitly allows me to take this. So I stored that document up in the cloud. I'm going to show you where. So I stored my document up in the cloud, and this horribly long URL is what it looked like. And then I just put that into Bitly, and I got a much shorter version of that. So that's, you're actually using the cloud already to pull my document down. So we'll take a look at what that document, oh, not that, yep, that's the one. There's a few things that we're going to have to do. First thing that we're going to have to do, we need to get access to the cloud. So that's what we can do first of all. Then, Mojang, they create Minecraft, so we can get a Mojang account. I recently found out when I spoke to somebody that it's better to call them Mojang rather than Mojang. It's not the Swedish way to speak. So we can register that Mojang account, and that's really simple. We just have an email. We've got to set our password and date of birth, accept the terms and conditions, and we can have the account. So we're then going to log into the cloud, and that's the way that we log into the cloud. That address, portal.azure.com. There's loads of things that we can do, and we're just going to do this one thing today, creating a Minecraft server. Now, there's a special template. So when we click on that link, right, what this will do is it will take us to a page with that button. And that button is a really special button because that's all we need to do. We press that button, and it starts our Minecraft server, and it asks us for a few things. So we need our Minecraft username. We need to have a special username and password for the machine that we're creating as well, an admin username and password. So I've just chosen a couple of usernames and passwords. If you want to choose your own, then you can. This is really important. The DNS name. Does anybody know what DNS is? One of the kids.
Domain name server.
Excellent. What does it do?
Names into numbers.
Yes, it converts names into numbers because every machine on the internet will have an IP address, and that's how computers talk to each other. Okay, so what that's doing is it's giving us a friendly way of talking to that machine. Okay, a domain name. So when I built Aaron's server, I called his server AzureCraft. Okay, so you can think of any name that you want for your server. Okay, and that is how we're going to be talking to it. So then we've got the size of the machine that we want. So the Microsoft Cloud has lots of different sizes of these machines. And depending on how many people you want to connect to it, if you choose the biggest machine there, you can have thousands of people connecting to this because it's a game world. Some of the biggest servers on the internet are game servers. They've got tens of cores. They've got terabytes of RAM. They've got loads of disk space, and they can support so many users. So the more people you want on your Minecraft server, the bigger that you make that. And then we can put the version of Minecraft in there. So 1.9.4 is the latest server build for Minecraft, but you can go back any time at all. In fact, you might not want to do the latest because sometimes when you mod a Minecraft server, the mod isn't going to be supported on the latest version. The mods are just a little bit behind. Does anybody find that when you're loading mods into your Minecraft? You know, that you have to go back to 1.7, you know? And then everybody else who doesn't have mods is on 1.8 or 1.9. It's very frustrating, isn't it? And that's because Mojang produced Minecraft, but the community make the mods. And they're that little bit behind because every time Minecraft changes, they have to change their code as well.
Does it use more credits if you have a bigger machine?
It does indeed. Microsoft will definitely charge you more money. OK, and then we have a level name. Now, I'll give you a bit of a secret. That level name becomes really important. So the default level name is world, you'll find. And that's because there's a world folder. OK? You can, if you want, call that whatever you want. OK? There's no problems there. But if you decide to unpack a map or something like that, if you have that level name as the map name, the same name in the directory, then all of a sudden you get all that map for you. If it's Star Wars, then it's a Star Wars map that's loaded up. You can see here that we need to set numbers. So it's either going to be a game mode is survival, creative, adventure, or spectator. So I'll set mine on creative because it's easier. Then we've got our whitelist. Okay, so if we want to set up that whitelist and stop people from connecting to our server, we can do that. Enabling command blocks, spawn monsters, generate structures. So all of these things are there for us. So what I'm going to do is, because there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, and I hope that we get through this, but I'm going to go through this now. I'm going to go through the steps just so that everybody can see me doing this. Okay, so this is my cloud dashboard, where there's lots of things going on. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on one of the links that I had in here. And maybe we'll all do this together as an exercise, and then we can all connect to my Minecraft server if you don't have time to do it. Okay? So this is my template, okay? And this is doing a whole load of different things because computers on the cloud, they need networking cards, they need storage, they need disks, they need to do all this stuff. And what this button does, it does everything for me. And it's got a little script in it. And that script will install Minecraft as well. So let's press the button and then hope that it works. That's brilliant. Minecraft music is very mesmerizing. It really calms you, doesn't it? Or it frustrates you when your kid should be doing homework. One of the two. You can use a Windows machine if you want, but it's it's easier to deploy certain things on Linux. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a world now where most of my colleagues who are programmers, they're very fluent on both operating systems. You know, as programmers, we tend to use many languages now, not just one, on many clouds. You know, well, not in the case of the cloud, but some people, you know, have got this poly approach to everything. You know, and I think that learning Windows and Linux now is completely fundamental. You know, in the latest version of Windows, we've actually got a Linux kernel which sits on top of Windows that we can write bash commands on. So I think the lines are blurred a little bit between the two. Right, so let's carry on with this. So that's my Minecraft user. I'm then going to choose an admin name, and I'm going to follow my own steps here. So my admin is called Minecraft admin. And my password is Minecraft123. Oops.
For $100, you probably get 9 minutes.
Okay. So this is how everybody's going to connect to my server by the name that I choose. So let's come up with a name together. What would be a good name for my server? Jeff.
Billy's Badger.
Huh?
Billy's Badger.
Were you there yesterday?
Oh, maybe.
Okay. Right. So what's going to happen is we can choose in the Microsoft Cloud where we want this to be. So I'm going to choose North Europe. You can see here. North Europe is in Dublin. So my Minecraft server is then just going to exist in the Dublin data center. So when I talk to it, I'm going to get a special name now, Billy's Badger. And I'm going to leave these settings so that I don't have to do anything. So I'm not going to have command blocks or structures, and I'm going to make this creative, and I'm going to use the latest version of Minecraft. So I'm going to click OK there. Now the other thing that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to enter something into this resource group. That's a very cloudy thing, right? As long as I haven't duplicated this name, I can call it whatever I want. So why don't I call this again Billy's Badger? And the last thing that I'm going to have to do, oh, didn't seem to save my parameters. So let's enter that password again and click OK. Okay, so I just need to review the legal terms. So all of this is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay? There's no supplementary cost on top of the machine, which Microsoft is giving you for free for the next 9 months if you choose that standard A1 size. So I'm going to click Purchase, and I'm going to pin this to the dashboard because I want to see what it's going to do. Okay? So now I'm going to click on the Create button. Wonderful. Okay. So you can see here I've got this bell, and the bell is telling me when this is finished. And what we should find is that anywhere between 3 and 10 minutes maybe, I should have a Minecraft server. It depends on how many people are using the data center. It depends on how long the scripts are going to take to install Minecraft. But you can see I get this nice spinning, mesmerizing graphic. And that's my server being created all the way over in Dublin. I used a standard A1. So that, I can't remember the exact cost, but it's very low. It's maybe a tenner a month or something. So maybe you've got 6.5 months worth there.
That's enough for 20 years.
Yeah. That's enough for 20 users. And that's the default on the server as well. So the thing is, Minecraft, so there's a lot going on here, right? Because the machine has to have a networking card. What we also have to do is protect the machine from hackers. So if we left every single port open and there were some services running behind this, then somebody could take control of our machine. They might try a remote attack, which is probably why I should have chosen a stronger password than Minecraft123. So hopefully nobody is going to have any ideas. So we're going to wait until this is deployed. And then what I'm going to ask, I'm going to ask my friend in the second row to come up with his laptop, and we're going to see whether we can connect to this Minecraft server, because, as I said, my Minecraft client, it just keeps crashing. So let me ask you a question, because this is the only Minecraft session that we're running. And we were thinking of running another AzureCraft over Christmas. If we did one of those, and we got in some real experts who could help us build mods and some really cool stuff, would you guys come again? Yeah. So if we built some Minecraft worlds, and if we used maybe touch develop, and even use the microbit, because I've seen the microbit used to build mods in touch develop, and maybe even use Scratch. Do any of you use Scratch? Have any of you built a Minecraft mod in Scratch? Well done. You can build Minecraft mods in Scratch. You can build Minecraft mods in just about anything, because there's a special bridge in a language called Python, which allows you to plug in Scratch and anything so that you can build your mod codes. So some really, really smart people at Microsoft Research, I saw them build this. I saw them build Minecraft using the language touch develop, which maybe some of you have been looking at with the BBC microbit. Has anybody done touch develop before? It's pretty cool, isn't it? And it's quite easy to get started with as well. So can you imagine building a Minecraft mod? Do you know the mod that I saw them build, which was really cool? It was very, very funky. It was a clock made out of TNT, right? Can anybody imagine what happens to a clock made out of TNT? So every time the time changes and the seconds march on, it explodes. So you can never actually see the time because the entire world's exploding all the time, just from the clock. And they built that in touch develop. OK, because this is taking a little bit longer, what I'm going to do is, because I think we've got another 3 or 4 minutes, right? I want to invite 1 or 2 of our budding young coders up to maybe give some stories of some of the things that you've built in Minecraft until my server's ready. Does anybody want to take the challenge and come up? I'm just going to pick someone, otherwise, to tell everyone in the audience, what is the coolest thing that you've built in Minecraft?
Probably a mansion.
You built a mansion. Tell everybody how you did that.
I made it in iron.
You made it out of iron. That sounds pretty awesome. Aaron, what was the coolest thing you've ever built?
Making a secret underground base.
A secret underground. How did you build that?
I made pistons open up and then you fall down.
You made pistons open up and then you fall down.
Yeah, like pistons.
Oh, right, OK. Sounds pretty complicated, but fun. All right, so the next group that I want up, has anybody done anything cool with redstone? OK. So everybody who's done some cool stuff with redstone, come out, come to the front. While my Minecraft server is taking such an extensive amount of time to actually create in the cloud, which it didn't take when I did it on my own, I want everybody to talk about their redstone experiences. Come on. Okay, Ewan,
Hi.
tell us all about Redstone and what you've done with it.
Hello. Oh. I made a secret door using a lever to open it. Like in the side of a mountain, I made it out of stone.
Cool. How did you do that? You had a lever and...
Some redstone as well as some stone and sticky pistons.
Nice. Top of the list at the moment. Let's hear something equally as cool from Redstone.
A very long railway station with hidden doors on either end.
Cool. Sounds pretty impressive.
I built a lift using sticky pistons and stairs.
You really are the budding engineers of the future.
I helped one of my friends build a printer.
You built a printer out of Redstone. That's unbelievable. So parents, do you know what your kids are doing? Right? They're taking that whole engineering principle and they're virtualizing it, building all these incredible things in Minecraft. Oh, my new Minecraft server is ready now. Billy's Badger. Okay. So, what we're going to do, I want all the adults in the audience to cross their fingers because this always goes wrong. Okay? What I'm going to ask you to do is type in Billy's Badger. There you go. Dot. North Europe. Your spelling is so much better than mine. Dot. Cloud app. All one word. Yep. Dot. Azure. A-Z-U-R-E. It's all right. .com. Right, let's click Join Server. And as if by magic, within 10 minutes, we had a server on the cloud, our Billy's Badger server, and James here has been able to connect to this, right? That's how simple it is with that button, right? We can change a whole bunch of things in the setup. We can change animal spawning. We can change difficulty levels between creative, survival, and all of you guys can go and run this for 6 months. Right, everyone give James a hand. He was fantastic. And he was lucky enough not to have bought a really expensive Surface Book which crashes Minecraft, so well done for that. Okay, so how many people managed to connect? Everyone keep the hand up, like higher, higher. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5? Oh, you got Java. Are you sure you don't have a Surface Book? Right. 7.5. So 7.5 people managed to connect to my Minecraft server out of 20. Okay, thank you very much. You've been all fantastic, the kids anyway. I really hope you go away and you try out these exercises if you haven't had a chance to get your Minecraft server up and running.